Okay, here we are going up North Fort Harrison Avenue. We're looking for some police cruisers here. Bob Minton and Stacy Brooks are in the process of capturing a person following them. Apparently did not have plates on his car.
We were on our way to the Bellevue Biltmore, and we noticed, there'd been a guy following us all the way since we left the office and turned onto Fort Harrison. And so, and he was still there with us when we were about to turn left into the Bellevue Biltmore. Right. So instead of turning left into the Bellevue Biltmore, we turned right into Alexander Road. And sure enough, this guy followed us down to Alexander Road. We do a circle around, and the guy is like following us, circling around. Well, come on. Right. So Bob stopped the car. I got out of the car. This guy comes whipping around us and goes screeching around, making a left turn. And so, it was like, okay, he's following us. Get up close so I can get the license plate. So we got up close enough to get the license plate. He didn't have a license plate on the car.
Hey, clue.
So I get my cell phone out. I call 911. I get the police on the phone. I'm like, this guy is stalking us. He's been stalking us ever since we left our office, and he's got no license plate on his car. Please get a cop out here so he can find out who this guy is. Well, it took us a half an hour because, the guy's driving all around. He's trying to lose us and stuff. We're driving all around trying to keep him in sight. And we're going from the Bel Air police. Well, now you're not in Bel Air anymore. Well, that's because we're driving. Well, now you're in Clearwater. We'll have to turn you over to the Clearwater police. Well, now you're in Dunedin. We're going to have to turn you over to the sheriff. So, this guy is like doing donuts in the parking lot and making a screeching right-hand turn from the left-hand lane. And we're, Bob's trying to stay behind him. And all the cop on the phone is saying is, if you're reckless driving, we're going to have to arrest you, ma'am. We're like, we are trying to keep this guy in sight until you guys can find out who he is. Please get a police. Well, I'm sorry, but you're not in our jurisdiction anymore because you're driving through the different jurisdictions. So they keep switching us from one police force to the other. And finally, we get the Clearwater police on the phone, and they go, okay, we're with you. We see you. We're coming. Well, then the police car gets behind us. We're behind the guy, and their lights are flashing, and we're like, no, not us. It's not us. You got to get the car in front of us. We're on the phone with the police department. The police are telling the police cars, and they finally get this guy, but they aren't sure what's going on, so they make Bob and me put our hands on the car, and we're like, no, not us. And they're like, Who are you? What are you doing? We're like, we're the ones that have been on the phone for the last half hour trying to get the police. And so, finally, this other policeman gets out and he says, okay, you guys, these are the guys who called it in, okay? Leave them alone. We need to talk to the guy in the other car. We're like, thanks. And then, we have this person in the back seat who's a Scientologist. So now these two other police officers come up and they say, who's that guy in the back seat? Get him out here. And we're like, no, you can't do that. What are you talking about? What? Why not? Get him out of here now. He's like out the car, where's your ID? What are you in your pocket? We're like, we're going, please, could you please not do this? Do not ask for his ID. The whole reason we're being followed is because of this person in the back seat of our car. Please do not do this. And the two police officers are getting all, what are you doing? You're trying to hide who this is. What are you doing? I'm like, no, it's not that. Finally, the nice police officer comes over, and he says, hey, you guys, you don't understand what's going on. Back off. And we're like, thank you. He says, just get back in the car, okay? So the person got back in the car. Now they've taken all the information, and the guy in the other car is going to file a complaint against us. We're going to file a complaint against him. Boom, here we go.